Burnham here, preacher of R&B, and this is another episode of Retro Land Comics. It's time to do another episode of comic book reviews, and this is a special comic book review. I will be reviewing a fellow independent comic book creator from Mississippi, Chris Wildfield. This is his first full story comic book. He had a story in the Jackson Comics. Got a review a couple of weeks back. The Last Magnolia. That was a pretty good story. I love that story. And I just read Black Wall Street, Time for a Change, and it's a very good time traveling / story, and let's jump into it. Well, it starts off with a little backstory of Tulsa, Oklahoma, back in the 1921, whenever Black Wall Street was going on. Well, then we get the main character. He's waking up, and his automatic AI is trying to get him up and to motivate him or whatever. So he gets up and gets ready for work, and he calls his work friend. He goes to pick him up, and they wind up making it to work. Well, they make it to work, and their boss is writing them about reports that was supposed to be due the day before, but he forgot to do his reports. And then he goes in and he meets his other co-worker, and they start getting ready for the next mission. And we see that they are working on this self-disguising technology, and it transforms him into a different person altogether, and is working without any bugs or hiccups or anything. Well, then they're getting ready for the next mission, and the two soldiers that are going on the mission are suiting up and getting ready. And the mission is to save this family that gets killed, and they're supposed to. The guy who gets killed is supposed to help the environment in the future, but he wound up getting killed and it messed it all up. So they had to try to save him and stop what's going to happen from happening. So they start the mission off, and they send the two soldiers out. When the two soldiers get there, they go on their cloaking technology, and they see the gang that's coming to kill this family. And they hear them talking, and they get sick and tired of what they're talking about, so they wind up taking out all of them. They wind up killing them. I'm not real sure I could show the aftermath of this, but like I said, they wind up killing these guys. I'm not going to show that because I don't know if I'm going to get flagged from YouTube or TikTok, so we're not showing that part. But it's pretty bloody and pretty gruesome and looks pretty cool. And the next one is them getting rid of all the bodies, and we'll cut to them coming back for the mission. If y'all want to see the aftermath of that, you have to get your comic yourself, because I'm not going to show that because I don't want to get flagged. But anyway, they come back from the mission, and they go to lunch or whatever, and he's sitting and daydreaming and doing his reports, and then it cuts back to the past at Black Wall Street. And we meet this woman who owns this bar, and these guys are playing spades, and this fight winds up breaking out. And come to find out, the busboy that's working for her is out on the floor again, and he's not supposed to because he's a child. And she's arguing with him and telling him to get back in the back. And after this, some stuff goes off, and one of her workers comes in and tells everybody to be quiet. And then after that, this big explosion happens. And this guy on this airplane has done through dynamite at either the whole city or the establishment or whatever, because there's a bunch of planes flying over and blowing them up. And then it hits to be continued, and that's the end of the comic, end of issue 1. I love this story. I can't wait till the next issue. Black Wall Street, Time for a Change is a very good story. If you want to get you a copy, he has his own website. I had to try to find it, and I'll try to put it in the description of this video. But yeah, y'all support Chris Wildfield and his comments. Like I said, he's a fellow Mississippi independent comic book creator. Y'all can check out my comments as well if y'all want to on retrolandcomics.net. But as always, Rob Burnham here, Preacher Man Army signing out. Guys, GG's awesome. It's been an episode of Retroland Comics. See y'all next time.